You found the skeleton. How would you tell it's a dinosaur? You personally, how would you decide?
Well, interesting question. I don't know. I'd have to do some research on that.
All right, what is up, every one of the one or so people watching? It's
what up,
right.
nerd?
I get it. Nobody watches. It's fine. I don't care. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hit.
A hair attack.
All right.
Would say.
Well, I mean, it's true. Anyway, this is Warhammer 40,000 Mechanicus, and it is a pretty darn cool looking game, at least. I played a little bit of it, but not a whole lot. And as I said on my stream on my main channel, this was purchased for me by my friend Legs on sale as a bit of an early birthday gift, if you will.
What?
Yeah.
Your birthday?
That's right, my birthday.
150,000,001.
Well, welcome to the stream, Just a Walking
Fish.
Fish. Now, dude, feel free to ask questions about Warhammer stuff, because I realize that you apparently just heard about, or you just learned more about Warhammer in the past couple weeks as a thing. So feel free. I know a fair bit about the lore. I'm a couple years behind on some of the more recent lore, so if it happened in like 999 M41, I might not know it. But here we go. Let's continue. Or no, we're gonna hit new game. Starting off, we're gonna go normal, unless I want to go casual. Beethoven, what do you think? Normal or casual?
Casual. Or normal.
I
What?
personally think that the only proper.
I mean, I gave you like 4
normal.
answers. What more do you need?
Alright, what do you say, T-Lane?
Normal.
Normal it is. Here
That's
we go.
one of the things I said.
Brainbug is here. Brainbug, your avatar has changed considerably. I didn't recognize you.
Brainbug.
In the 41st millennium, it's the 41st millennium, a time of darkness and war. The Imperium of Man claims the whole galaxy in the name of the God Emperor. It fights an endless war against Xenos from without, heretics from within, and supernatural horrors from beyond. Alongside the Imperium's war fleets serve the Adeptus Mechanicus. They are the tech priests of Mars, guardians and reclaimers of humanity's technology, ever searching for remnants of knowledge of man's glorious past, exploring the depths of the galaxy for worlds long lost to mankind. In the name of their machine god, they manufacture the Imperial war machines within gigantic foundries known as Forge Worlds. Gradually, the tech priests of the Adeptus Mechanicus shed their human weaknesses, replacing their limbs and organs with machinery that is both stronger and more spiritually pure. Their leaders, the inscrutable Magi, protect the Forge Worlds and explore the furthest corners of the galaxy with their cohorts of Skitarii troops. It is a time of warfare, tragedy, and portents of doom. Across this benighted galaxy, the Adeptus Mechanicus are one of mankind's last defenses against a new dark age. Or perhaps they will be the ones to hasten its dawn. An echo in the noosphere, Magos. An old transmission lost to the warp and recovered only now. Is it worthy of our attention? The Great Divide torments the galaxy. The resources of the Adeptus Mechanicus are stretched thin. We are weaker than ever, though the Imperium at large knows it not. This represents an unknown, but possible key to victory. An opportunity to research, perhaps avert the ill fate that has befallen us. The transmission's origin is Silva Tenebris, part of the Emissus Solaris within Ultima Segmentum. Search the rolls, Reditus, gather them. 4 months later. Oh, do I have to click? No, okay, it's just slow. Got it. So yeah, just a walking fish, ask questions away, because there's a cinematic here, and if I can't answer it, TD Lane probably can, and if we both can't, TD Lane can look it up for me.
And I can't answer.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
tell you that right.
Well,
I don't know the answer.
whoever finds this transmission and follows me here, give thanks that you will see what I have seen, but be wary, my fellow seekers of knowledge. Whatever lies beneath this world, I fear, I hope, I have woken it. I came to this world to investigate its ruins, but I found so much more. Terrors, yes. Threats to body and soul. But by the Omnissiah, I found such wonders. This is the last transmission of Megos Resak. He vanished while on an explorer mission to investigate xenostructures on Silva Tenebris. Hypothesis: he found something. Our mission on this world is to ascertain any Xenos presence, and if we find it, eliminate it as a threat to the Imperium. The opening of the Great Divide means we can call on no additional support from the Forge Worlds. We must achieve this with the troops and resources we bring with us. Benefit analysis, peace for the sector, knowledge of mankind, +++ potential, +++ opportunity. An opportunity to destroy the works of Xenos, Scaevola, not appropriate them. The Miscreant manuscripts, verse 619. What the enemy built, let it be made asunder, for to us it will be as a house of sand and knives. Man, that sounds like a crappy house. Magi, we are approaching the target coordinates.
Sounds like a house made by chaos. Buzzing!
Ooh! There's my spaceship. I should do more readings? Alright, I'll work on that. I have some stuff I've been needing to read, honestly. Just post it on this channel. I've actually had a few people tell me they like my voice, so I don't know. Maybe I'll do some public domain stuff. It seems weird to me because I don't like listening back to my own voice, but that's just because it doesn't sound like how I hear it when I stalk. So
It's a good radio voice.
well, that's a good radio face.
Dude.
Ah, yes, it is. I've seen it.
There she is. Temperate climate, atmosphere standard breathable. My Skitarii troops should be able to operate down there without trouble. Are they ready to make landfall? As soon as we're in a stable orbit, Magos. Adult erotic? That's gonna have to be on a different channel there, Brainbug. I'll tell you what. You send me some adult erotica, and then maybe I'll post it on some kind of adult website, and then you'll have to hunt for it. Actually, I'll be honest, I already know some people who, if I really wanted to read some adult erotica, I know who to ask to get me some. But you might also be that person, so. Anyway, from Redditus, Administrator records indicate a single colony, St. Eckhart's Hope, on the surface near the Xenos ruins. No contact recorded in 2 centuries. Colony presumed failed. The Skitarii will deploy to the surface near the ruins, along with a team of tech priests under my direct command. I shall monitor them from the command throne on board. Servo Skull Redditus will serve as my eyes on the surface. We will make landfall at once. Brainbug. There are dinosaur-themed erotic novels, and I'm not kidding you. You can find them on Amazon. It's really weird. I haven't read any of them, but I've read some of the reviews.
Put them on your
My
wish list.
goodness, no, because I don't want any of those. If you spend money on dinosaur erotica, I promise you, I won't read it.
I'll read it.
We
All
can't
right.
control
Put it-
that.
Just a book.
Put it on your wish list, and then if it's any good, you can pass it on to me as long as it's not sticky.
Okay. Why are these pages stuck together? You know why.
Exactly.
Don't act like you don't know why.
Yes, Magos, I'll set up a forward command post. Resak's transmission looked like it came from underground. We'll secure any entrances to an underground structure so your tech priests can begin the exploration. Agrolak sector located. The tomb reeks of stale, dusty antiquity. Its once stern architecture is littered with debris and tarnished with the patina of age. Here and there, fissures in the structures cast feeble light over cracked and tarnished metal. The tomb was once brutalist and oppressive, as if designed to crush the spirits of its inhabitants. It is no less intimidating now, but instead of evoking a merciless guiding intelligence, it speaks only of decline and death. This place seems abandoned at first glance, but as the exploratory troops move through its hushed corridors, the ancient dust stirs and something long dead begins to take on a facsimile of life. Going by our fragmentary information, it looks like a buried tomb structure. The then the sword of the Omnissiah is ready to fall. We deploy immediately. Let secrets of this world equal 0. I counsel caution, Magos Faustinus. Our purpose here should be to destroy the threat of the alien, not to bask in its blasphemy. Aphorisms of the Logic Saints 7.19. In the presence of the Xenos lies the inevitable miasma of corruption. Destruction is not possible from orbit, Videx. The structure is too deeply buried, and Scaevola, I have no intention of plundering whatever trinkets I can find from this place. Aight, here we go. Do a thing. Dapper starting an OnlyFans? I mean... The Explorer unit of Tech Priests is inside the tomb and ready to proceed, Magos. There is no telling what we will find. My men will hold the perimeter in case of the unexpected. It would be folly to commit our whole manpower to the unknown, especially when the potential of a moral threat exists that the Skitarii are less able to withstand. I have the greatest respect for my Skitarii, but they are still far from the ascension that a Tech Priest affords. I agree, Subdomina. I shall lead the mission in person from the command throne. Servo Skullredidus shall be my eyes and ears on the ground. Omnissiah be praised. We're going in. The Adeptus Mechanicus are a curious breed. They explore and interact with machines they do not fully understand. With this tutorial, you'll have to explore the interface to discover what to do. Like a true tech priest, you must experiment in order to learn. We'll help you
That sounds like tech heresy!
We'll help you out this one time. Left mouse button, also known as LMB. Click on the adjacent room to move. Alright, let's do it. Here we go, here we go, here we go! Yes, so, Miguel Francesco Ogar. I am playing as the Mechanicus, and they are a religious order who believe that, they have a few beliefs. One is that all knowledge that is possible to know has already been discovered, and basically at the beginning of time, by their god, the machine god. And their goal is to search through the galaxy to uncover the lost knowledge of the machine god. They also believe that machines have their own spirits which need to be placated in order for machines to function. Ways to placate machine spirits include things like lubricating oil, various maintenance checks, as well as incantations and burning incense. They also aspire to the purity of the machine by replacing what organs and limbs and such as they can with machines, in order to get closer to the immortality and purity of the machine, as opposed to the corruptibility and weakness of the flesh. And Magos Faustinus says, these Xenos hieroglyphs, I know of them. They are my undoers, Necrons, mysterious, ill-researched, corruptive. This could be a rare sample of the Necron language, Magos. We have barely any knowledge of it. Collecting data from this obelisk could move our understanding of the language ahead for the first time in centuries. This is the work of the alien, Magos. Codex Fulminatus 83.12. Show caution and scorn in all things. Alright, sometimes tech priests will feed back important information about what they encounter in a room. These situations will require you, our commander, to make decisions. There will be consequences, so choose wisely. Ahead is an obelisk-like object, covered in what can only be described as hieroglyphic symbols. It almost reaches the tall ceiling of this chamber. I can secure, check the surrounding chambers for potential dangers. Scourge, destroy the obelisk. It is a mummy to the alien and must fall. I can't talk. Sorry. Or scrutinize, examine the inscriptions on the obelisk. Being the language buff that I am, I choose scrutinize. We're detecting a massive energy spike from inside the tomb. Something's happening in there. Something huge. That's what she said. Actually, it is she. So yeah, that's what she said. Noctilus source detected, also known as Blackstone. Request collection immediate. Boom! 150 Blackstone. Aww, yeah. As one of the tech priests kneels to get a closer look at the obelisk, it seems to react to the cohort's presence. The obelisk splits open and a powerful, painful wave of exotic energy spills out. Inside are clustered formations of a rare-looking material. Which do I prefer, Warhammer Fantasy or Warhammer 40k? Well, I can tell you I prefer 40k to Age of Sigmar. But most of the time I prefer Warhammer 40k. I think I like the rule set a little bit better. most of the time for 40k and any of the editions of Warhammer Fantasy Battle that were, you know, current at the time. But there is a bit of case-by-case stuff. Like, I really like a lot of the lore in Warhammer Fantasy. Again, not Age of Sigmar, but Warhammer Fantasy. Up until the end time, where there was a lot of really stupid crap that Matt Orr put in. Like, oh, Malekith is the one true Phoenix King. Yeah, okay, sure, whatever. But, So, generally, my answer is 40k.
Frank, wait, that's...
Alright, let's go fight! Fight!
Fight.
Don't screw up.
Necrons.
Lose.
Redsack didn't capture them after all. No wonder he didn't make it off this planet. Every datum we have says that they are as deadly as they are inhuman. The cohort encounters resistance in the form of xenostructures. Not flesh and blood creatures, but artificial bodies that move with precision and coordination. I can crusade. The aggressive stance of the tech priests ensures they will not be outmaneuvered, but risks they're running headlong into fire of the enemy. I can use caution. Exercise extreme caution. Do not charge in too heedlessly, lest the trickery of the alien be our downfall. Or consistency. Follow the established combat engagement protocols. It shall be done by the book. I mean, consistency seems like the most RP-ish kind of thing. At least at this point. Oh, Lizardmen Master Race? Oh, dude. When I played Fantasy, yeah, Lizardmen were my thing. Like, they...
Lizardmen and Tomb King seem like the most interesting fantasy armies
Oh,
to play.
yeah, pretty much. Like, Lizardmen have some of the best models, some of the best rules. They had awesome lore. There were only a few bits of the lore that I complained about, like the spawning pools don't make a whole lot of sense, but whatever. Yeah, Lizardmen, definitely. And what's up, Lady Lumo? Actually, you know what, lady? Here's the thing. Boom. Try typing again, lady. I'm gonna go consistency.
Oh yeah, try again. Let's see what happened.
Yeah.
You'll see.
Xenos form detected. Confirmed. Redditus cogitators Redditus cogitators now function for synthetic forms. Overwhelming excitement. Finally, we can study this. Standard construct Necron warrior. Weak spots detected. Plus none equals concerning.
Nice. Look at that wrench.
I know, right? I wonder about the symbols emblazoned on their torsos. It must...
Nice, right?
Do not underestimate. Gauss weaponry, highly volatile. This is true. I've heard our brothers and sisters of the Mechanicus have lost their lives trying to solve the mysteries of these Xenos weapons. Approach with caution. This is also, double-checking cogitators, widely known that they will plus self minus repair plus reanimate or plus reconstruct themselves if left time to do so. Wounds that would instantly kill a Skitari are the equivalent of a Class C grades to Necrons. Yeah, Class C. Guys, not Class A.
Necrons are so fucking tough.
They are.
Class.
Yeah, in lore, it's basically like, oh, hey, Bolter.
At the start of every fight, you must decide the location of your units on the battlefield. You can only place units on highlighted squares. Click on the appropriate square to place a unit. Alright, dude, you're going here. You're going here. We're gonna start some battle, dude. It's gonna be epic. Oh no! Boom!
Back him.
2 damage, my goodness. My bro says glow stick gun. Yeah, there's some glow stick gun going on. To move a unit, left mouse button click with the blue outline surrounding your unit. Then you can confirm movement. To decline the movement, simply right mouse button click anywhere. Thanks, dude. So, here's my current deal. I'm gonna do this. You just move your tech priest to a resource of cognition points. CP. Or, as they're known in Warhammer 40k more normally, command points. But whatever, it's Mechanicus, I get it. CP represents the valuable information the tech priests are harvesting. There are several ways to collect CP. The fastest way is moving your tech priest close to the source of CP. There are many other ways to collect CP, so look around to find out what they are.
I'm sorry. but CP means something else to me.
Is it cheese pizza?
It's not something you should collect unless you want to go to prison.
Cheese pizza can get you sent to prison?
Yes.
Why
that's
will
it.
chili peppers get you sent to prison?
Oh, good.
That's the one.
Anyway, cognition points are stored at the bottom of the screen in the CP gauge. CP are shared team resource, so plan ahead. Got it. I. Yeah, okay, I get it. Whatever. Send the servo skull. You've revealed the statistics of this enemy. Knowing your enemy's stats will greatly increase your chance of success. Servo skulls reveal HP, physical armor, and energy armor statistics, and then you decide what weapon types physical energy work best against the target. And yeah, so this is 40K is very much a sci-fi fantasy kind of game, right? Like, very much so. You've not revealed the statistics about the target. Yeah, I know. You know what? No, I don't want to send the servo skull. Yeah, CP, like the thing in Pokemon Go, obviously.
Clearly.
Alright, I can use cognition points to deploy guys. Ouch! When servers are hit in combat, tech priests take an interest, quickly noting down damage angles, projectile, whatever.
Oh, maybe it's CP as in cell phone.
Ah.
That's it.
You know, I can just imagine tech priests just collecting fucking flip phones from the early 2000s. Like, yes, this is a marvelous piece of ancient technology. Oh, for those don't know, tech priests are practically just the hoarders of Warhammer 40,000.
Is there a tin? I like that.
Yeah, start a cover band. I'll play the drums. You know, so I work in medicine. It's clearly cerebral palsy.
Good point. Killing Necrons isn't simple. Necrons are made of self-repairing metal that is able to knit together dismembered limbs and gaping wounds. We call this the reanimation protocol. When a Necron is in their reanimation protocol, they'll be unable to fight, but will return to fighting conditions soon. Dealing any amount of damage to a Necron in this protocol state will destroy them indefinitely. Alright. Yeah, I'm about to move with cognition points, I get it. Whatever. Yeah, melee or ranged weapons are disabled in melee. Okay, fine. It's a pretty normal game. Troops are your servants and cannon fodder. I get it. They don't have permadeath. Got it. There we go. Combat servitor. Do your thing! What? That's all you got? Oh, get wrecked. No threat remaining. Oh, yeah. Are Necrons summoned by AI tech necromancers? Alright. I'm gonna do a quick rundown on the lore for Necrons. So, about 70 million years ago, there was a race of humanoids called the Necrontyr. And they created a fairly substantial interstellar empire that covered a really big portion of the galaxy. Unfortunately, though, they were cursed with very short lifespans. Like, if you made it to be, like, 40, you were an ancient Necrontyr. Not being super happy with this, they attempted to get the secret of immortality from another alien race, known only as the Old Ones. Well, the Old Ones were like, nah, GTFO, dudes. We ain't sharing that. So, the Necrons were kind of pissed off at them, but they didn't really do much about it for a while, until the Necrons fell into some kind of crazy civil war where, like, various dynasties kind of broke up and whatnot, and the, what was supposed to be the overarching power structure of the Necron Empire decided, you know what, we need to unify ourselves. It's a common enemy. So they declared war on the Old Ones. But it went extremely poorly. And so, in an effort to not go extinct, first, during the course of this war, they encountered several beings made mostly of energy that fed off of mostly the stars, you know? But they made a deal with them. They were like, hey, if you help us out, we will build physical bodies for you to inhabit. And so these star gods, as they're called, were like, yeah, that seems fair. But then the star gods were like, oh, hey guys, we have a way for you to encounter immortality. Here are plans for this machine that you could all go into, and you'll be transferred into immortal machine bodies. Well, it turns out, doing this destroyed the soul of all the Necrontyr who went through the process, called the transference process, right? And the star gods...
In more recent lore, some Necron of high-level will
true.
had some of their soul preserved, although very few Necron managed to have this happen.
Right. It also...
We're talking
because... Right. It also sapped the actual free will from almost all Necrons. So the star gods fed off of this feast of life energy and became ever more powerful. And when the Necrons woke up in their robot bodies, they were like, oh, this kind of blows, but I guess we're stuck, so sure. So then they continued to fight the war against the Old Ones in their new immortal robot bodies, with the star gods at their side. And eventually they won, but their leadership committed one final act of, like, one final coup against the star gods and shattered them into, you know, myriad pieces scattered throughout the galaxy. And then they realized that they had destroyed most life across the galaxy. So they decided to enter a 70 million year slumber. And when they woke up, they were hoping that there would be some forms of life that were acceptable to receive their minds. And so they all went to sleep. And only now are they starting to wake up. And they are ready. What would it mean to find a 1,000-year-old Necron? Oh, it would mean that that's an extremely young Necron. Most Necrons are... all Necrons are like 70 million years old. Yeah. So, Necrons were around when T-Rex was roaming around. Yeah. So... yeah, so now Necrons are hyper-technologically advanced robot machines that used to be living organisms. They're not super happy about being undead robots. And, yeah, they're trying to reestablish their empire and trying to find a organic form to inhabit. And, yeah, there you go. Necrons 101.
Alright, guys, I'm going to be going to bed, but before I want to say a few minutes ago, there was a Facebook post. Great news, everybody. I got my YouTube channel back.
Was that from Eric Viertaler 1992?
Yes, it is.
Oh, awesome. Congratulations.
So that's pretty cool. But anyway, I'm pooped. I am excited about that, though, but I'm also exhausted. So I'll see you guys next time. Stay classy.
Yeah. Alright. Later. I mean, they're a bit like the Necrons, but actually, if I remember correctly, most Necron lore is older. Or sorry, they're a bit like the Reapers, but if I remember correctly, the Necron lore is mostly older than the Reaper lore. There's been some updates since then, but yeah. Here we go. All Xenos life forms purged. Your cohort's hit point amount carries over from each fight within a mission. Keep this in mind when exploring a tomb and look out for opportunities to repair. Okay. But oh yeah, I forgot. I scrolled all the way over because I was trying to go to whatever. Doesn't matter. Hypothesis formulation: sarcophagi / coffin / burial places. Structure, purpose, designation, tomb. Alright, in the chambers ahead are several groups of structures like upright coffins of unknown material. I can ignite. Make sure you destroy any structure that looks suspicious. It is worth pausing in your advance to do harm to the Xenos abominations. Ignore. Do not tarry to observe the works of the alien. Press on and avoid any distractions or intrigue. Ensure you observe your surroundings carefully. Taking detailed pictographs and readings may be key to success. I'm gonna go intrigue. I'm curious. I'm a little curious. I'm not gonna interfere. I want to see what's up. Oh, they're waking up! Oh, that's probably bad. The cohort examines the sarcophagi to note each individual contains a Necron war form with its heavily armored exterior. These are drawing power from somewhere else. Oh. So I do not know the details on why Eric's channel was suspended. Yeah. Miguel, your bro says this looks like a chess game with extra steps. I mean, to some extent, yeah.
My god, how did the AI lose this battle for me? Okay.
After exploring the chamber for several minutes, a tile underfoot clicks. The sound of whirring energy builds up around your troops. A quick omnispec scan reveals you're surrounded on all sides by Xenos life forms. Fight! So, 2 Necron warriors, I guess. Okay. Whoops. You go here. Four damage. Ouch. What? Oh, get wrecked. Canoptech spiders, or scarabs, I mean. F. What are those? Opportunity equals knowledge. Gather. Must obtain. Required. Scarabs detected. Source data surfacing. No life forms detected. Area safe. Continue forward. Brititus, verify your cogitators, then tell me what surface from Magos Resax cogitators. Scarabs of unknown Xenos race. Biology, synthetic, possible artificial intelligence. One specimen gathered. AI theory equals false. Personal recording. Weeks of study show there are many variants of Scarab, each with their own roles within the Xenos economy and architecture. Able to build and deconstruct anything they encounter. They're able to repair other units within their species with lightning speed. Be warned, they are deadly in large swarms. It appears the machine spirit is with us. We've been able to access some more of Resac's data that we thought corrupt. It must be due to us recording these Xenos forms that the machine spirit has blessed us with access to these coach data records. It's unsure why he would lock this under a synthetic proximity encryption. F. A servitor has died. Oh no! Ooh. You've killed a Necron unit with a critical hit. When you critically kill a Necron, they're unable to activate the reanimation protocols and are instantly teleported from battle. Oh, okay. Cool.
Oh, victory.
Alright, we're gonna back up a little bit. Just so the AI doesn't prioritize me.
Oh.
Attacks of opportunity, got it.
Dude, I just killed a Flan.
What?
Yeah, that feels good. Lost most of my army, but I killed a Slan. They're only Slan.
I mean, fair enough, I guess.
Yeah. The spells hurt a lot. He killed like an entire fucking spearman unit with just a single spell. Ah.
Yeah, I know I delayed the unit's turn. Oh no, a servitor died! Oh. I got into WoW for a little bit, but it wasn't like I didn't spend a lot of time doing it. I got to the max level in like OG WoW, and then I started doing some stuff in like the expansion, but I didn't have a really good like clan or anything, and I was just like, It took too long to get anything done, and I was just kind of over it.
Yay! I got a thing for defeating tic-tac-toe. Also, yeah,
Nice.
WoW is... Having played it a little bit of it, I was like, this isn't my thing.
Which is, I mean, that's fair, right? Like, there's no reason, not everything has to be your thing. Get wrecked, scarabs. And Lady Luma says, like, well, I've never seen that deep. It's really not. I mean, that's one of the problems with the MMOs, is like, how do you actually affect the story and everything when everyone gets to go on all the same quests? And the answer is, you don't, basically. No threat remaining. Yeah.
Nice.
All Xenos life forms purged. That's right. So, let's go to our final destination, or our final countdown. Ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da. This symbol represents a location of significant importance to your mission. Entering these rooms brings you closer to the end of a mission. Ooh. Negative signs of hostile forces seeking permission to proceed with data collection protocols. Confirm, permission authorized. Acknowledge, Magos. Protocol begins. What is my primary focus, sire? Knowledge of Necron forces, numbers, defenses, locations, any form of data on how many remain on this rock. Secondary. Source of... and... sorry. Oh, god damn it, I can't talk. Secondary. Source the purpose of this tomb. Why was it built? I mean, to house dead things. That's what tombs are for. Thanks, Faustinus. Also, what do you think the odds are that someone with the name Faustinus is going to betray us? I haven't played through this game, so I don't actually know. But I'm taking bets in the chat. You can bet internets.
I'm gonna bet the same amount that the Ultramarines are a bunch of self-centered douchewads.
You know what? Screw the Ultramarines. The Ultramarines are the most boringest chapter of all chapters. And now they're the... ever since Matt Ward, they're like, we're the standard Chaos Space Marines. Everyone worships us. No, just... go away. Anyway, interface devices all but eroded. There is one device that may hold answers, but Necron data looms are incomprehensible to Imperium Archaeotech. This might take a while. Idea! Magos. If I take host of this priest, I could be of assistance. Approved. New spheric interfacing complete. Hard to decipher purpose. List of suggestions, Magos, plus deconstruct device, plus activate switch mechanisms, plus learn Necron language, and return later. What will it be, sire? Always so meticulous with your list, Tech Acquisitor. Engage on Xenos mechanisms, although I detest to do so. The promises of the rewards are too great to ignore. Having to lower ourselves to the Xenos learnings may be the only way to reach Archaeotech to reach the Archaeotech we seek. Protocol updated. Confusion. Noospheric interference? Disconnect at once. Purged. Reset. Noospheric disconnect complete. Possible scrap code. Will fragment now. Fragmenting. Sire, we have an unfavorable issue to deal with. Requesting Dominus input. Fragmenting. Explain. As Tech Inquisitor Scabola left suddenly, my cogitators glitched. Augmentations entered sporadic reaction protocols and have fried vital sign registories? Unclear of full damage report. Necron device is now activated, sire. Fragmenting. 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 Remove yourself from the new sphere, Scabola. Reditus, report! The tomb is waking, sire. Reports from Qatari cohorts across the planet note that tremors vex the locals. We've lost contacts with the Qatari that were covering the entrance to the tomb. By the way, Leda Lumo says Space Marines are actually something I've heard of before. Wasn't there a meme about Space Marines having impossible physiques for the armor they carry? Are they genetically and modified people? Alright, so here's what's gonna happen, right? I am out of beverage, and I am going to go to intermission video, but when I come back, I'm going to come back with a rundown on Space Marine lore. So yeah, oh yeah, we're going to go there. So I will be back.
I want to take a moment to talk about something serious. There is a problem facing late surviving non-avian dinosaurs in modern America. Hunting is very strictly regulated, and only allowed at certain times of the year. This means that for much of the year we have to rely on farm-raised food, which means money. If you want to help a starving dinosaur, please consider donating on Patreon, or buying from my merch store. Links are in the description. Please help. Dinosaurs all over YouTube are depending on you to help them through the hunting off-season.
Oh, Nani? Dare? Oh, Ojira desu ka? Hai, Gojira-san. Hai.
I'm so sorry. I didn't unmute things. Anyway, so here we are back again. Whoopsie. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, come on, Ag.
And this is why I should pay a little bit more attention to the chat.
Right? Sorry about that. Alright, so we'll start with the Vermintide question. This game does not quite take place in the same universe as Vermintide. There are some connections between the lore, primarily about chaos, but for the most part, Warhammer Fantasy, which is where Vermintide takes place, and 40k, which is where this takes place, are different universes. They are made by the same company, Games Workshop. So, there you go. Who are the Space Marines? Alright, Space Marines are genetically engineered super soldiers created in the 31st millennium by the Emperor of Mankind to be his super soldiers who would reunite humanity after during the 21st through 31st millennia or so, humanity had been fractured as a result of being unable to travel faster than light due to reasons that don't currently bear getting into. They are genetically enhanced. They're not quite genetically engineered because they are all created from normal humans who have to undergo strenuous trials in which failure often means death. Not because they kill you, but because the trial is basically, hey, can you survive this obscenely deadly thing? If the answer is yes, then maybe you can survive another obscenely dangerous or deadly thing, which is implanting Space Marine genetically engineered organs and whatnot. So the creation of a new Space Marine involves implanting some 18 or 20 organs, depending on which kind of Space Marine we're talking about, or sometimes a few fewer, depending on which kind of Space Marine we're talking about again. But anyway, they are, generally speaking, about 8 feet tall out of armor, more like 9 to 10 feet tall in armor, and they are, at least according to the fluff, the most badass of the most badass, except with, there are very few exceptions. They come from one of 18, their genetic inheritance comes from one of 18 even more badass creations of the Emperor called Primarchs. Every Space Marine can trace his genetic heritage back to a Primarch with the possible exception of one group, and we are not playing as Space Marines, but they are a big part of the setting. Do they have the puppy thing that Spartans did? Well, I can't say no, but I can say most of them are no. But some of them might. And if you don't know, the puppy thing that the Spartans did was basically they gave each child a puppy in Sparta. They said, okay, you have to take care of this puppy. You're not allowed to let it die. You have to, feed it and care for it and whatnot. And then at the end of some period of time, I think it's like a year or so, they were like, all right, gotta kill your puppy. You gotta stab it. Kill it. And this was to teach them, sometimes sacrifices have to be made. There are things similar to that the Space Marines do. But, yeah, Space Marines are mostly callous dickheads who will sacrifice 1,000 lives just because it gets them a victory against whatever they're fighting. There are not a whole lot of good guys in the 41st millennium in Warhammer 40,000. So, there we go. Come on. There we go. Kepra, Throne of Mars, what was that? An omnilinguistic transmission, Magos. It seems these mute constructs are not the only inhabitants of this structure.
What is this? Flesh and steel combined. A mockery of both. Their every footstep a blasphemy. What manner of galaxy is this into which I have awoken?
Principal Xenos forms sighted. Exotic energy signatures past sensor range. Designate Xenos Abominatus. High value target confirmed. The hunt is on.
Quick question for chat. Do you think 3 armies is enough to take on a single settlement of lizardmen? I'm not sure it's enough.
3? Sorry. Ask the question again.
Are 3 full armies enough to take one settlement of lizardmen on with a weakened garrison?
One
Just asking.
settlement.
I'm not sure. I think I should get a 4th army.
It depends on the armies.
Oh, well, 2 of them are less than amazing in composition. But I'm just gonna overkill this for the heck of it.
Which faction is worse, the orcs or humans in 40k? I guess it depends on what you mean by worse. So if you're talking like rules-wise, for humans it varies considerably, right? So the thing with orcs is that they're extremely random, even on the tabletop game. Whether or not you win as orcs depends to an absurd degree on things like how well you roll dice. If you mean like morally speaking, that's actually a bit of a toss-up, because the orcs do what is biologically required of them. They live off of adrenaline. If they don't get enough adrenaline, they just don't grow. So they do what they have to. Humans, on the other hand, are dicks even when they don't have to be. So, Alright, I'm gonna... Oh, let's see. I'm gonna fall back, actually, because I feel like I can't deal with a Necron Lord with 2 tech priests at level 0. I concur, Mechanicus, but I fear this foe will not give us leave to depart. Uh-oh. Insects! This galaxy is infested with vermin!
Infested with
Oh yeah, he says that. Mobby. Apparently I have to fight. Tech Priest must escape. Past the Necron Lord. This is the final battle tutorial. Apply what you've learned so far and strive to obtain victory. Yeah, that's probably not going to happen. The 41st Millennium is a brutal place. You may lose this battle, but not the war. In Mechanicus, there are many alternate paths to discover. Okay. Oh, it's got 40 hit points. Yeah, that's gonna be easy. Ooh, is there Warhammer time travel? So, that's actually a good question. There tends not to be intentional Warhammer time travel. Time travel tends to be an accident, because the way that, faster than light travel works is you have to go into another dimension where the speed at which time flows can vary considerably from what you would normally expect. But it tends to be like there's an average rate at which time passes in this other dimension, so you tend to be able to roughly calculate it. But yeah, it's not completely cut and dry how long it's going to take. So you can actually end up stuck in this alternate dimension for thousands of years. And yeah, then you can end up with some forward time travel. There tends not to be backwards time travel, though.
There was actually a orc war boss that literally traveled to before he left into the warp.
Yeah,
and then killed himself for his favorite gun.
It's a weird thing that happens every once in a while in the war. Like, that's why I said there tends not to be backwards time travel, but it's not a rule. But one thing is, the lore isn't 100%, you know, consistent, basically. Well, get wrecked, those guys. So it's a dimension where Ken hypothesis about sea changing is maybe viable? Yeah, actually, that's true.
I don't know. I think that would be a bit much even for Zinch.
You never know. I mean, how fast does light travel in the Empyrean? I don't know.
Yeah, the Imperium's a bit odd.
True.
I mean, there are literally Chaos Space Marines that have been around since the Great Crusade, just sticking around in the Eye of Terror.
Yep.
And for them, it's like been a millennium at most. It's not been long. For some, it's been like days. Yeah, time works weirdly in the Immaterium.
Yeah, basically.
Here. Oof.
When my fleet sails once more, vermin like you shall be strung from my
Thank you for that exit.
Alright, dude. Whoa, I got 7 people watching? Hey, I must have some lurkers, guys. Come say hi. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oof! Critical damage.
Oh dear.
Mm-hmm.
Like it, dude. Like it.
Yeah, that's the plan. No, I don't need that CP. Maybe there's a dimension where Kent is an honest space marine with an actual doctorate that helps children and doesn't spank his kids. He still wears Hawaiian shirts though. I mean, basically what you're saying
that is
is
acceptable.
Yeah.
That is acceptable.
Maybe there's a dimension where Kent Hovind is a salamander. Is basically what you're saying.
challenge us. He who killed our
It's probably a dimension where Kent Hovind's a Black Templar.
That's this one. Is it this one?
I don't know, maybe. He seems a little bit too non-violent to be a Black Templar, but at the same time...
Maybe.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Yeah. I'm probably not going to survive this. I actually do need the CP.
Yeah, there's CP right there.
I wouldn't have gone this far if I didn't have it.
Can you hear the
Literally one more turn, dude.
These arenas remind me strongly of Diablo. Yeah, that's fair. I think there's some Diablo feel. I mean, we got the isometric view and whatnot, but... Ow.
Floating space skeleton.
Yeah, he's a destroyer lord. Oh, I'm gonna escape!
Oh, more.
GTFO and Necrons successfully escaped with one tech priest. Take that! The cohort successfully escaped the Xenos life forms. Confirm.
Woo!
Oh yeah. Report,
Acceptable
Kepra.
casualties.
Well, we got the squad out alive, Magos. This has to count as a victory under the circumstances. We encountered a Necron warform of capability well beyond our expectations. Yes, I do not need to hold my emotional engrams. However, one battle won is not a success. We will eventually face losses on this mission. When this happens, we must press on beyond our failures to reach success. Kent is like a wannabe human version of Skektek and Emperor Skeksis. To some extent. Well, no, because the Skektek actually knew what the F was going on. Dude was actually legit and smart. Kent, not so much. Oh, just a walking fish. You just read the lore on the Space Marines, the Emperor of Men. Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous, man.
Yep.
So, one thing about Warhammer.
Like,
go ahead.
The channel 40K Furies has lore videos, big lore videos for beginners. A whole playlist of them.
Oh, also, Kepra says, and there is something else. The reanimation. The Necrons are waking up. It started when Resak stumbled on the tomb, but our arrival is accelerating the process. That obelisk may have been a form of intruder alarm, and now the sarcophagi in the tomb are starting to open. Then we no longer enjoy the luxury of time. Whatever we do on Silva Tenebris, it must be done before the Necron awakens completely. We do not even know yet how far the tomb complex extends. We are under the gun then. Omnissiah preserve us, if our duty is ever easy. I return sorrow and despair from my emotional cores, but I see they lack the logic to determine decision-making. Instead, I choose to quarantine them and adjust our approach. The word of the Omnissiah teaches us that when one method fails, another must be sought, until all are exhausted.
Oh, guess it's time for me to kill 1,000 enemies in battle. That won't be hard!
Good luck. Then what are your orders, Magos? The Skitari will explore the tomb chamber. The Skitari will explore the tomb, there should be a comma there, chamber by chamber, and maintain a foothold. My tech priests will be deployed to achieve our crucial objective and respond to crises. Time may be a factor, but our mission can only be achieved with thoroughness and a full deployment. Can't talk. I shall mobilize the Skitari immediately, Magos. Opportunity detected. Leader forms of Necron rarely / never observed. Potential of +++ intelligence on Necrons added to some total of human knowledge. Imperative. Focus on acquiring artifacts / intelligence / data from... Hold your blasphemous tongue, Scaevola. You counsel the abandonment of our very souls. Life of Archmagos Borasis, Appendix 9. Our only objective should be death of the alien and all his works. All else is deviance from the Omnissiah Creed. If intelligence gain equals true, then GOTO victory, aphorism retrieval. To face an enemy unknown, go to victory. Yeah, there you go. If intelligence gain equals true, then go to victory, aphorism retrieval. To face an enemy unknown is to fight in the dark. Better in ignorance than in heresy. I return frustration at your conflict and choose to experience it. There will be bloodshed enough on Silva Tenebris without the Magi coming to blows. In our purpose we are united. This is the will of the Omnissiah. And it shall be done. Yes, it shall be done. Oh yeah! Magos, the reading from the tombs are troubling. The Skitari have been monitoring the structure we uncovered, and what they have found gives me grave concern. Explain, Xenobiologist. The Necron construct forms are waking up. It seems Magos Resak accidentally began the process, and our intrusion into the structure has hastened it. These Necron reanimation protocols are continuing in the tomb we encountered, and from the energy spikes across the region, there are other structures yet to be uncovered. If you introduced we to Urgo and Skekra, what would happen? Well, for one thing, Skekra would mellow out a little bit, and Urgo would basically just die, because that dude's already slow as F. My plan for the exploration of Silva Tenebris will locate these structures and contain the constructs within. That may not be enough, Magos. I have detected a repeating pattern in the reanimation protocols. On the rate the Necrons are awakening, they are speeding up. Can you be certain? The Necrons are machines. Machines act according to patterns and programs. If the reanimation protocols continue to accelerate, they will fully awaken every Necron on this planet in 264 hours. Given the extent of the buried chambers, that will constitute a Necron army beyond this mission's ability to contain. I see. Then our time here is limited. Strategic calculations indicate that time spent deploying on missions will affect the overall number of missions we are able to deploy. I will send Skitarii scouting parties to discover other tombs and create forward positions for your high-priority missions, sire. If the threat on Silva Tenebris is not assessed and eliminated, or full reanimation is reached, we will be forced to abandon the planet. Look at the top left of your screen. This is the Necron Awakening Meter. This shows you how many Necron tombs have awoken on Silva Tenebris. Try and gather as much information and tech before reaching 100. Maybe as you can? Okay, sure, whatever. Teresis, I fear they are right. I fear too. That is part of my humanity I have chosen to retain. But I can quarantine it in my neurovaults and choose to instead focus on what must be done. We must choose our missions wisely. Leilua says, man, a super detailed Dark Crystal RPG is so viable. It would be interesting. I considered writing up some rules basically at the urging of a friend of mine who was like, oh hey, you should write up rules for like a D20 or something Dark Crystal RPG. And I started, but like I didn't really have time to fully realize that, so I mean, I'd be interested if you did it. So yeah. It would certainly be interesting. It will not be easy. The Omnitai did not send us here to do anything easy. The threat to humanity present on this world will be eliminated, or we shall not leave. Thus, the equation is balanced. It is the will of the machine god. Ooh, Acropis sector located. The tomb is bathed in a sickly green light that serves not to illuminate, but only to make shadows deeper. Every surface seems connected via filaments of alien light. The design here speaks of Xeno's tech heresy, forbidden knowledge, and a structure as alive and aware as anything inhabiting it. Early exploratory readings indicate the walls are made of substances not known to the rituals of metallurgy. Abstract designs carved into the surface suggest unknown regions of space mapped according to some alien understanding. The weight of such blasphemy slows the steps of the first troops to enter here. The heresies of knowledge are deadly enough, but it seems unlikely they are the only dangers here. Welcome to the Casus Metallicum, an Arc Mechanicus class battleship. This class of ship is one of the largest in the Imperium and is only afforded to the Adeptus Mechanicus. From here, you'll be able to customize your tech priest and prepare for the missions ahead. You can select missions from the character portraits on the left of the screen. Before we go on a mission, we should inspect and equip our tech priests. Head over to the Cohort tab. Cohort, here we go. Welcome to the Cohort quarters. Here you can see all the available tech priests and troop units currently unlocked. Troop units are shown at the top of the screen. Here you can see what skills each troop has available and all statistics for each unit. Tech priests are shown in the bottom 6 slots. Left mouse button, a tech priest to begin customization. Okay. Welcome to the tech priest customization screen. There are many ways to customize a tech priest. You can change their weapons, body augments, backpack upgrades, and more. You can upgrade your tech priests. Head to the Disciples button near the tech priest portrait now. Give me a second, guys. I'm a sneeze.
Bless you. Bless you.
Thank you. But no one else heard you but me. Because I'm muted like a professional.
A professional?
Yeah.
Gee, that's pretty cool.
Exactly. This is the discipline screen. From here you can upgrade your tech priest using Blackstone. Each discipline is focused on a different playstyle. Select one of the skills from the 6 discipline skill tree now. Whatever. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna give it this guy.
Oh yeah, by the way, chaos spawned. I'm not concerned yet. 'Cause I'm south, they're north. It's fine.
Alright, I think I did the thing.
Oh, you didn't think?
Probably.
Did you think?
Alright, let's go to tech. This is a list of technologies collected so far. You can find tech, such as weapons or items, on missions, or as a reward for completing missions. This is a collection of weapon blueprints you have found so far. These blueprints are known as standard... STCs, got it. And not many of them. Mission time. Granted, this is Deadpool confirmed. Nice. Let's see what the missions are. The Killing Jar. Tech Wizard Scavola wishes to begin her research into the secrets of the Necrons and has asked for specimens of an enemy to be gathered from the tomb Acropis. Objective: collect Necron samples. Rewards: Phosphor Serpenta. Okay. And Curatio Claw. Curatio Claw? I don't know. It's easy. Countech Spiders, Necron Warriors. Or the Winds of Change. Lector Dominatus Videx has requested the deployment of a sensor servitor to fumigate the tomb of Agrolek and cleanse its spiritual corruption. Deploy a sensor servitor and cleanse the tomb. We get a Omnis Specs. That's pretty good, actually. And an Omniscion Axe. I'd actually like a melee option, so I'm going to go ahead and launch this mission. Winds of Change. So, here we go. Here you choose which tech priest and troops to take on a mission. Use left mouse button to add a unit to the Arbus Light Transporter. Use right mouse button to remove a unit. Okay. I'm gonna take my tech priests and my dude.
Shit.
Yeah. Select your canticles. Litany of Life. Restore 5 HP on the active unit. That's it. That's all I got. Okay. Here we go.
Here we go.
I have not played Final Fantasy Tactics. I called you here, Lector Dogmatus Videx, because of your knowledge of spiritual matters, and the cult Mechanicus will be crucial in dealing with any moral threats on Silva Tenebris. I have 543,021 works of scripture stored for rapid context/topical retrieval. There is no obstacle beyond my capacity to counsel you on. Unnecessary use of coach data power. Waste of resources VDEX. Insufficient use. Go to Augmented Bay for improvements. The Xenos tomb is revealed to us as a great hungry maw that seeks to consume our very purity. Blasphemy reeks from every corner of the tomb Agrolek. Most poetic Lector Dogmatus. Your thoughts on how to proceed? I shall take my cues from the writings of Archimagos Veneratus Heraticus. Let the stench of corruption be swept aside by sweet winds of faith. One of my sensor servitors will cleanse the spiritual corruption with blessed incense. Then deploy one immediately. My thoughts exactly, Magos. With your assistance, the Omnissiah's work shall be done. The sensor servitor is deployed at the tomb entrance. Halt, Subdomina. The sensor servitor is a delicate piece of machinery. It is ill-suited to hostiles' territory. Avalornians 5.19. Fragile indeed are the tools of the righteous. It must be escorted on its sacred duty. Don't be ridiculous. Every step we take in the tomb risks the lives of our personnel. If the spiritual integrity of the mission truly is at stake, Subdomina, it is worth the risk. And I assure you, it most definitely is. I've already sent a team ahead. I foresaw your emotional connection to your troops, Kepra. If you are ever to be a Dominus, I must show you how to command. My gratitude, Magos. The Xenos corruption will destroy us as surely as the guns of the enemy. Very well, his will be done. Hey, T. Lane, what up?
Not much.
Alright, I asked because my internet is being sort of weird in terms of the YouTube. Is my stream still live?
It looks still alive.
Alright, yeah. Sorry, my stream was being stupid. Alright, so I'm gonna make a beeline for this guy here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna try and bypass this room here. So here we go. Could this be a form of Xenos map room? Most perturbatory. Bro knows what blasphemous notions they have about the stars. This chamber's walls are connected to elaborate star charts, covered in extensive annotations in the Necron language, suggesting they record journeys amongst the star. Iconoclasm! Oh, wait, there's people talking. Yeah, I'm live, yeah, okay. Alright. Destroy them. Our purpose here is to purify the room, and the works of the alien should not be exist. Ignorance, ignore them. The intellectual pursuits of Necron's interest. Take captures. Yeah, I'm gonna take interest. Pick captures are made of the star maps and uploaded to the negotiators with the Castus Metallicon for study. Okay. Oh,
From Just a Walking Fish. I've been in and out because I'm writing a script right now, and I really don't understand this game. It looks confusing as hell.
So from a gameplay perspective, it's basically an XCOM clone without a cover mechanic, except line of sight. That's what I got. While traversing this chamber, the sensor servitor crosses a part of the floor that collapses under the machine's weight. The servitor is trapped at the bottom of the shaft, machinery, and pipework. It must be extracted. Manual labor. Climb into the hole and haul the servitor out. Manually, magnetism. Exert the servitor to overload its mechanical levitation Sorry. Oh, whatever. Mechanics, fashion system of poison. I'm gonna go with magnetism. Oh no, it's hurt. I don't super care.
The lizardmen want peace. I deem destruction to be the only purpose for them.
Warning, our presence has been detected. The Necrons are awakening in response to our presence within the tomb. Oh no!
Oh shit.
As you travel through each tomb, defense systems will start activating. This increases the difficulty of the mission. The longer you spend in a tomb, the harder the mission becomes. Okay. Exploring the depths of the tomb isn't without reward. There are unknown amounts of lost knowledge to be found for those willing to dig deeper. Menial shall be ritually chastised for this maintenance failure. It is imperative to get the servitor functioning again. Quickly. Neo-Dogmatic 7.190. If his will be done, let it be done quickly. Alright, here we go. Since the servitor stops moving and starts belching pungent smoke, the ruins of attention are blinking on his chassis, indicating several key systems require maintenance. Secondary repair. Perform the ritual of replacement on the servitor's key systems. Primary maintenance. Perform the most perfunctory rites of repairing. Tertiary diagnostic. Perform the rite of refurbishment, including the incantation of 7 diagnostic processes and addendum. I'm going to go with secondary repair. Ooh. The repairs are made to the servitor, but it takes time, and the mission can ill for F. Oh shit.
Oh.
Kill all enemies? Not just some of them?
Oh
Yeah.
man, that's a lot of killing to do.
Right?
I'm literally just sieging down Lizardman settlement with 3 armies.
I mean, that seems fair. Ooh, I got 76 Blackstone.
It's gonna take forever. God build shit. I mean, you'll get rid of this Lizardman faction. That's about it. Lizardmen should, like, get out of my desert. Why would I ever want to port in a sea that I literally is just cut off from everything else? Seems a bit silly.
Oh no, extra Necrons in battle? I don't want that.
Oh dear. Not the Xenos soulless skeleton robots.
Right?
No.
Oof.
Hey, it could be worse. At least it's not flayed ones.
I mean, I guess.
Oh, their faction leader's back. Fun.
I may have screwed this map up considerably.
That's not good.
Yup. Is there a checkpoint I can load?
I hope so.
Right? Because, yeah, I F this up royally.
Oof.
See if I can load.
Drunk video games. Brought to you
Yeah.
by
I'm
Animal
save
Face.
scumming. Because I don't know. I'm too drunk for this. What? I'm not kidding.
I know you aren't. It's still funny though.
Fair enough.
Man, I got 5 armies. I'm feeling pretty tough. Too bad the greenskins are in the same level as me. I'm slightly weaker than Chaos.
I screwed it up. F. I'm gonna load a different thing in a second.
No.
Dude, I don't know how to play this game.
Definitely learning involved.
Right? I think I know what I'm doing. More. So.
You know what I don't like? Not being able to assault garrisons if I'm sieging the city. That's annoying.
I mean, fair enough.
I could get another casket of souls. That would be nice. So I have other stuff I need. Faction Leader's about to be useful again in 2 turns, though, with a full army.
Okay.
So there's that. It's literally got so many tombs, I just like shit out ridiculously high experience troops. It's kind of crazy.
Bye, servitor.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oh no, a servitor. Oh, should you explain what servitors are for the audience?
Nah, it's too dark.
Yeah, if you want to know what a servitor is, you can look it up on like Lexiconum, or if you're in more of the meanie mood, what is it, 1D4chan?
Yeah, I believe it is 1D4chan.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a little bit dark, because 40k literally made grimdark. So there you go.
It's true.
Yeah, fantasy, from what I can tell, Warhammer Fantasy is like more like dark fantasy, while 40k is just grimdark.
Yeah.
Whoa, everything sucks!
Damage absorbed.
Ah, shit.
F.
Ooh, yuck. I like how the border princes are just still sitting around. One city. Good for you, border princes. You enjoy that one city. I kind of hope the dwarves actually do something about the orcs, because orcs are strong. Unfortunately, it seems like dwarves are actually pretty weak right now. Kind of blows. I'm already strength rank 5? Man, talking about Warhammer so much makes me excited for when we finally find a game master for Black Crusade.
Right?
Yeah. I've been itching to actually get to play a role-playing game proper, and a 40k one just makes it all the better.
Yeah. I'd also like to be able to get a RPG going.
Yeah. Let's see how bad the casualties are if I attack now. Oh, I'm fine.
Do I have groups I play 40k with? Not here, I don't. But that is something I am hoping to change.
Yeah, I'm sacking. Oh, 30,000 cash dollars. I don't need more chariots. I have plenty of chariots. I can build a big old temple. Because, fuck yeah, pyramids.
Necrons reanimate one turn faster. F.
Yeah. Wounds. Obelisk just pop into existence. What was it, a stasis fault?
I don't know exactly how this Tomb World works.
Oh, actually a fun little thing in the,
Mission complete!
lore.
The sensor servitor reaches a location where the air currents through the tomb will take its sacred exudations? That's not a word. To every corner of the tomb. The cohort guards it until its incense is fully deployed and can escort it back to the tomb entrance. Noise! The sensor servitor has been delivered to the depths of the tomb, Lector Dogmatis. Its sacred incense now permeates all areas of the structure. A positive outcome, Magos. It is right and proper that you see, as I do, the dangers posed by the corruptive influence of the Xenos. Can't read anymore. It remains to be seen if the tomb is rendered less dangerous for our troops. At the very least, the place is less malodorous. I trust you will continue to consider the alien with the hatred and disdain they deserve, Magos. As we explore this world, remember the words of binary hierarch Gethsemnor. The weak in mind will seek to destroy the Xenos. The strong in mind will destroy them and bless their ignorance. So, booyah! So,
oh
yeah.
man, Dapper. Raw mat, the barcode has reached level 20.
Nice. Ooh, I unlocked a thing. Alright, well, it's been pretty close to 2 hours, so in the off chance that you did not hear me on Kent with Bent, we got an upload coming Thursday on my main channel. We got Landon Kurt Knoll stream coming up on Saturday. We got another Kent with Bent on Tuesday, followed almost certainly by another, stream here. So subscribe if you want to see more stuff here. Then the next Thursday we got another upload coming on my main channel, and then that Saturday we got nothing. But Sunday there's gonna be 6 hours worth of streaming over the course of 7 hours. So for my birthday. So yeah, come check that out. It's gonna be epic. We're gonna do debunk, game, debunk. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So come say hi, come stop in. If you want to give me a birthday gift, feel free. There's going to be an Amazon wish list in the description. There's also going to be some other options if you want. If you don't want, that's cool too. Just come by and say hi. That's all I really want. But yeah, I'll talk to y'all later.